You can smell it before you get to see it. This dumping site that was created by this roadside is one of the many scattered throughout the country. Kampala might have been clean and well maintained in the 60s, but the city now appears to be one huge dumping site. People carelessly dispose of refuse in every corner. While there is a no dumping sign, the place is quickly turned into a dump site for some strange reason. There is even no guarantee that where the sign exists, rubbish will not be thrown there. The corporates who usually buy bottled water seem to have the worst disposing habits. The bottles not only choke drainage channels, but also degrade the soil.
The big major problem with plastic is that it's not biodegradable. So an article of plastic which is manufactured today, if it's not recycled or incinerated, it will be in the environment for the next 500 years plus. The environment covers every facet of our lives. You would need a huge investment to repair the damage which has been done.
Plastic bottles are made of carbon hydrogen, which does not decompose. The bottles should be properly disposed of by either incinerating, which takes the carbon hydrogen back to its original components, or recycling by making other products from the bottles. These plastics cannot allow plants to grow out of the soil and create a green natural environment. The plastics block the roots and shoots from sprouting out of the ground. But Alex is taking up the solid waste that is in plenty in Kampala to make a fortune.
Otherwise, we recycle PET, HDPE, all the jerry cans, the basins, the cups which are thrown away, polystyrene and polypropylene. The main problem is that we don't get enough plastic. Kampala throws away 170 tons of plastic a day. We are only getting 5 to 6 tons.
This appears to be a dumping site, but Alex does not see this as waste. That's why he takes this time to collect the bottles, transport, store, and then carefully sort them before recycling them for export. With the poor waste disposal culture that we do have in our society, it is clearly very evident that options like recycling are very far from reach. The plastics are picked from all over Kampala in big trucks, and some people who are paid per kilo also deliver them to this plant where they are sorted according to type. The plastics are then pushed up a conveyor, crushed and washed before they are dried and packed for export. Some, like the jerrycans, are returned to factories to make the same products. Some water bottling companies, like Rwenzori Beverages, have taken the initiative to ensure that the bottles are recycled.
Now, all plastics, people have to remember, it is not a waste. Once it's used, it is a resource. We send our industrial waste, first of all, which we have in-house, when the machines go on and off, or we have a power fluctuation, or you get a badly colored bottle or something like that. All that is sent here to plastics recycling. We encourage the procurement people there to talk to their logistics people on how to dispose of the waste. And we give them Alex's number here at Plastics Recycling to go and pick up the product, bring it here for recycling. Now you have to understand recycling is also good for the country, not only in the environment. So our interest as Rwenzori is to make sure that we don't have the same problem that we're having with Kaveras at the moment.
Many of these bottles have a recycling mark at the bottom, meaning they are not supposed to be reused because with the addition of any acidic material, the bottles melt, emitting poisonous acids. However, the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, in conjunction with the National Environment Watchdog NEMA, have drafted guidelines for solid waste management with recycling as their best proposal. But it will take a while before the guidelines are operational. However, most government policies are not enforced.
Recycling of different waste types is certainly encouraged because that's the only way we can manage the different types of waste we have, including metals, plastics. And the NEMA is also developing a specific guidelines on how to manage the different types of waste, including the electronic waste.
Craig Kadoda, NTV.